Ladies and gentlemen, children, boys and girls, we have successfully participated in Gen Con Day 2. And for that, we have stories.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Nothing. I mean, I'm supposed to hype up the stream, isn't that my job?
Yeah, but you're oh, we got great, awesome things.
Well, what do you want me to say?
You know, the normal thing.
Oh, yeah.
On with the show!
Oh, God. Don't ask me. I have no clue what the hell is wrong with me. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Gen Con Day 2 review, where we will be talking about what I experienced, what I did, everything else about it. Today's stream, today's games, we participated in Starfinder today, ran by Paizo, and the Starfinder Interactive Special. So we're going to talk about the awesome things, some things I'd like to see changed in the future, and stuff like that. So we'll see. We'll get there. But before we get into anything, let's say thank you to some pretty awesome people, because there are a lot of awesome people that need to be thanked. So here we go. Isue now, Excrumbly, Lavifer, Alexandra Studio. Thank you guys so much for the host. It is truly appreciated. Also, where are we at? Other than my eyes, man. So those are the host. If you are new to the stream, hello. We're just, we normally play a whole bunch of different games, mainly a League recently because of computer issues, but today we're going to be doing our review, much like we did yesterday of Gen Con Day 1. There was a lot of really good things that happened today. I feel like the entire world listened to my pleas yesterday. I feel like the entire world was just like, Sig's right. We should listen to his pleas, and so I'm quite happy about that. Got to get my royalty-free talk show music up and running. There we go. This is what we listened to yesterday, so we're going to listen to it again today. We'll start off with this. So, hey, what's up, Sephiroth? So, Gen Con Day 2. Today on Gen Con Day 2, we played a lot of Starfinder today. One of them was a normal mission. The second one was the interactive special. Now, my if you were here yesterday, or you were here to listen to my review of the Gen Con yesterday, I did the good, the bad, and the ugly, things about it. My biggest complaint was people with zero mic etiquette. Now, if you don't know what I mean by that, it's basically people who take things like Doritos or other loud food items, and you get to hear them, they're just smashing chips. Imagine opening their mouth and just smashing chips, and that's what you're hearing. So instead of hearing people role playing and stuff like that, it was just holy shit. So thankfully, on the 2 tables we played today, we did not have a single person with that bad habit. So I'm super appreciative of all the people that I got to experience not doing that bad habit. The other thing I am super appreciative, the other bad thing that I noticed yesterday at Gen Con, was I was begging everyone to spend $20 and go get at least a Logitech microphone headset combo thing. One of those flippy arm, You guys know what they are. It sounded like today we didn't have anyone who was talking on a laptop microphone. Oh, it was music to my ears to be able to like hear people talking and not just hear the background hum of the laptop. So today, marketably improved compared to yesterday. I am thrilled by that fact. I hope this continues into tomorrow because it made things 100 times better. I was able to understand everyone. I was able to talk to everyone. I was able to interact with everyone and not feel like, and again, with the smashing Doritos into your face or just a bad mic, makes life so much easier. So I am appreciative. So if people were watching the show and they were like, hey, we should listen to Siegfried, I doubt that was the reasoning, but it is appreciated nonetheless. So let's talk about the character that we played today. The character that we played today, and and I want to threatening a player character in frickin' Starfinder, which is kind of funny. So let's go with this. Here we go. So today we were playing my Solarian character. If you don't know what a Solarian is in Starfinder, they are a character that tries to wield the powers of the universe, both photon and gravimetric energies, and turn it into different things. Now, he is amply named Siegfried. So if you were here yesterday, you'll know every time I make a new character in a system, I make my Siegfried Paladin-esque character is my main character, the main one I make. It's just what I always do. It's my thing. So there's no paladins in Starfinder, so this is the closest proximity I can get to a paladin at the time when this was created. So on the first mission, everything went great. It was a fun, enjoyable time. And so like that one went smoothly. Now the second one was the interactive special. Now, if you don't know what the interactive specials are, is Paizo runs these specials at Gen Con called interactive specials, which is hundreds of tables in a do I have hold on. I can bring up a picture of this because I have pictures of it on Facebook. They're gonna be old. Actually, I might not. I might have to. I'm sorry, Tom. I'm stealing your photos. Don't kill me. So basically, imagine, if you will, a ballroom with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of tables. And every single player is playing the same exact scenario. It's all going off at the same time. Whose actions, failures, and accomplishments all affect the main story arc that is occurring in front of everyone. And so each table has a table GM that their entire job is to be just that. They're there to run the main story, to be the rules arbiter for that table. And then there's what's called the main table. So up in the middle of the ballroom is a table, which is, they're the ones that are accruing the information from the table GMs. I'm trying to find a picture of the ballroom. Probably not gonna be able to find anything, because I didn't even think to like get a picture of this, because I'm awful. Oh, here we go. Open image in new tab. So this is what the ballroom looks like, or at least a portion of it. So this is the ballroom that you would normally see. And so there's hundreds of tables in here. And all of them are playing exactly the same scenario. And up here in the front here is where the main table is. And you got to remember, this is only half of the ballroom. So this is half. And then if you flip it behind us, that's the second half of the ballroom. Because we're in the middle portion. So this is the middle line right here. And then so you flip it and you have all that's on that side is on that side too in people. And so right here would be the main table. The main table has the main GMs. Those also have the people who are doing the voice acting for the characters that'll be speaking to the Pathfinders or Starfinders, the fleet or the adventurers, depending on which version you're doing. And again, based on, now the cool thing about it is what they do is based off of what happens in the events. So let's say we'll use today's story arc. Today's story arc, we had to capture an individual, and then when we captured him, the players were given the option: kill or bring him in. And depending on how the tables choose is going to affect the outcome of the future story arc. So if a majority of the tables say we bring the criminal in, then future story arcs will then have it as you brought the criminal in. If the majority of the tables are like, oh hell no, we kill his f***ing ass, then it'll be dead. And that will affect storylines. So the interactive special today, unfortunately, we didn't have a room like this. What we had was a giant ass Discord. See all these tables? These are all the tables that were filled up with people playing the interactive special. Separated out. So that way, you know, like they're all connected. Now the way that they did, instead of having the big table, is instead of having the like, how do you have your voice actors and all this be able to talk across multiple Discords? Well, they use Twitch. And so what they wound up doing was they wound up broadcasting to Twitch and having everyone have up the Twitch on the sideline. So that way you could still hear the voice actors and the people and see what's happening in the events of the story arc, because they usually have up a grand window that's showing like where we're succeeding, where we're failing, so that way people can react in certain ways to try and affect change. And so lo and behold, when we did this, they had the Twitch up, which 90% of the time it ran well. Thankfully, Twitch did not collapse at all today. There was a couple points where there was buffering issues and stuff like that, but I don't think that was on Twitch's end. I think that was on their end. But overall, it was like participating in this just without having like so many people. Now, some of the things that were missing when you participate in the interactive specials like this is, so one of the things they like to do is they put out in there these sheets of paper, and what the sheets of paper will be is like a Pathfinder comes over and blesses your team with magic. And so like if you get the sheet, you as a Pathfinder agent or a Starfinder agent can cast a spell into this sheet of paper, and you then pass it to another table. Now they could see something and be like, a Pathfinder agent aids in your fighting or whatnot. So now that new table that got the sheet can either A, go, well, we need this boon because our whole table needs healing, so we'll take the healing, or they can add on to the boon and then pass it off to another table. There wasn't any boon like buff stuffs, and that was one of the things that I thought was really cool, because at last year's special, I was playing a high level caster, and I may have put a really high level fireball spell, and I may have purposely ran from one end, because the way this is usually set up is high levels are on the far side and it goes all the way down to the other side, which is low level. So I took my high level wizard, dropped a big badass fireball in there, and then trucked it, like literally ran across the entire Sagamore ballroom to the low level area, and I handed it to them. And I said, "Just nuking a counter. I'm here to help you." And like they open up the paper and it's just like, holy shit. And it was just one of those moments. So like that's the one thing I did miss about doing it this way. Doing it this way versus doing it online. Now the big plus about doing it this way versus doing it this way is this gets loud. This gets really loud. We're in Discord, we were in our own little bubble. So anyone's side chatter, anyone's side banter, we didn't have to hear. So it was much easier to hear the GM, to hear the main table's story arc and stuff like that, and to stay on target and stay focused. So for that, our special ran a lot smoother than I've ever had a special run before when we did it this way. So overall, it was a good time. So I played my Solarian. Now, what I was talking about when I actually threatened a player's character, not an actual player, is this individual hated the prisoner, and we all voted to bring him in alive or just kill him. And it was a 4-2 vote. 4 people voted for to keep him alive. 2 voted to just straight out kill him and call it a day. So it was a 4-2. 4-2. And we, as we're trying to exit the complex with this individual, some things happen, and basically they say, you know what, we're just going to kill him. I'm just going to kill him because I'm tired of him. I'm just going to tired of him. And so I said, okay, so I'm going to tell you this much. We've already voted for him to stay alive. If you're going to decide to shoot at him after we voted to keep him alive, I will defend him. And so we will. I'm bringing this up because in Pathfinder and Starfinder Society, there is no PvP. The whole tenets of Pathfinder and Starfinder is report, explore, report, cooperate. Basically, there is no I in team. You are a team. There is no infighting. You can't, like, I as a wizard can't just like solve the entire world's problems by dropping a fireball in the room and do like a whole bunch of damage to my team. I can't just do that. I have to take them into consideration. In a home table, oh my god, a home table wizard could just like be like, I don't care. I'm just gonna, I nuke everyone. I don't care. Everyone's nuked. And so I looked at the guy and I'm like, listen, I'm telling you right now, if you try to shoot him, I'm going to defend him. And so I'm going to assume we're going to go into PvP mode. Because the only way you can go into PvP mode is if both players agree. Because I looked at him and I said, we voted alive. And so I'm going to defend him. I'm telling you now, I will defend him. And so you're accepting of PvP if you shoot. And his response in character was like, God damn paladin-esque type people. This would be so much easier if we just killed them. And I'm just like, no. And so that was our one step of like, where things could have went really bad. We found out after the fact that a lot of bad things would have happened had we, because like it never goes over well when you just start killing prisoners. just think about it this way. Bad things happen when you kill prisoners. And so that's the whole thing. And so, like, for the special, I'm appreciative of it happening in the Discord, because again, it was so much easier to listen to my GM. It as much as I love this, there is nothing better than being in this hallway, and when 100+ tables get a critical success, and you hear the voice of the voice actor coming off, going, "Starfinders, you've done it, you've done blah blah blah," and you hear the whole crowd like erupt, screaming huzzah, or erupt and screaming for Absalon, or something along those lines. It is the most role-playing experience ever, because you're playing a character that's with this large group of Pathfinders or Starfinders that are trying to do this mission. And so it's like you're in that group and like exclaiming about how like it's awesome. So like I missed the fact that we did that. I mean, Twitch chat became, when mass success happened, much like always, Twitch chat became like a flood of people just entering like all kinds of shit. Now I will say the funniest part was when Twitch did die at the one point. Scrolls of F in chat. Scrolls. It was just scrolling F's in chat. So yeah, so overall, I still would prefer this, even with the minuses of it being loud. It's harder to hear your GM if you have a small soft smoking GM, and it's a little bit harder than to hear the main table GM, because again, everything's loud. I still prefer this. I really do, because this allows you to feel like you're really part of the interactive special. That it's more than just you and your table. That you are part of this large group. And I miss that feeling, but I also like pros and cons. Now, could I see that in the future? This is what I would love to see in the future. What would stop Paizo from doing a partial online, partial offline? So you have Gen Con, right? Gen Con has its interactive special go on. And while at the same time doing the interactive special, also do it as an online. So because now you can get all the people that are at Gen Con that's part of it, but then also all the people who can't make it to Gen Con, whether it's too expensive, or they just didn't have much free time, or they just couldn't get tickets. Now they can participate online. And I want to see in the future Gen Con be able to like have this built in together, where like you can have your in your rooms, like you're part of this, but at the same point you have your this. I think if they do that, it'll add such a dynamic to the experience at that point, because you can have so many more people involved at that point. You really can. You have so many more people involved, and so many more people can be part of it, and then the special can be even more grand or even more large than it currently is. So that's my take on the special. The special was really awesome. I enjoyed it. I mean, I was kind of sad that, like, unfortunately in Starfinder Society, so when you play Pathfinder, there's always a general tendency of people to be friendlier and nicer, because there's always those paladin types or the cleric types. That really doesn't exist in Pathfinder. These super good, I'm here to help the world types are few and far between, and there are definitely more people that are just like, I don't care, shoot them. You know, I was surprised my table we were 4-2. I personally thought it was going to become a 3-3 vote because I knew Simdoc and I knew Ian, who were playing at my table, weren't going to kill him because it's just not their character type. And so like that's why like I knew, like I was really expecting to become a 3-3 vote. The fact that it was a 4-2 like shocked me that there was a fourth person that was like, yeah, I just don't want to kill this person. So lo and behold, I can close this down. Oh no, I can't shut that down yet. I'm an idiot. Main docs, Pathfinder. I still need that up and running for tomorrow. So the big thing is it was fun. So yeah, I got to play him, and so Sigyn's Starfinder is now done for the weekend. He ate more dirt this during the special than he's eaten ever in his entire existence. It did feel like the only issue I had with the special is it did feel like the monsters and the events that occurred were very, it hits you, it happens, and you take stupid amounts of damage. So I don't know if like we were just playing in the higher tier, if there was something else going on in the background. I don't know. It just seemed like there was one time I took 66 points. Now, to give you an idea, I have 35 stamina, 39 hit points. I had already taken some stamina damage at that point, and I took 66 points of damage from one effect. People were taking hits from monsters for like 30. And so it's like, we're talking about two-shotting people, like people getting dropped in 2 shots. And so I don't know what was going on with that, like why. And it's one of those things that I always have an issue with Starfinder. Starfinder always does feel like it is a lot more bloody, it is a lot more lethal than Pathfinder is. Because it has inbuilt things to like make you weaker. But then the monsters get to be at full power at all points. So like there's what is affectionately referred to as the treadmill. So unlike Pathfinder, my character goes out and spends 30 gold and goes, aha, I have plate mail, the last armor I will ever need in my life. Starfinder has armor at different levels. And so like you constantly have to keep buying new armor. You constantly have to keep buying new weapons, so that way you can like constantly be building yourself up, right? And the problem is you get to these points where it's just like, so like I'm level 5 now. My armor I'm wearing is level 6, right? Next level, do I buy new armor? Do I hold off? So now I'm sitting there, if I keep my current equipment because I don't want to, like, I'm out of money because I've just bought this equipment, and I go up a level, well, I can't buy equipment yet. And so I have to wait another level. Can't buy equipment yet. Go up another level. So now my gear is 2 levels behind me, but the bad guys have current gear. And it's just like, you know, and so that's my big issue I've ever had. The creators of Starfinder don't see an issue in the system. For me personally, I'm not a fan of the treadmill. I mean, thankfully my Solarian only has to worry about his armor. His weapon auto upgrades because he has a solar blade that he summons that levels with him. I am thankful for this, because that's one less thing I have to pay for on the treadmill. And so because of that, I have the freedom of just constantly being able to upgrade my armor. Now, my character for tomorrow, so this is the one that I hinted at yesterday that I didn't want to talk about until today. Tomorrow morning we're playing Starfinder levels 3 and 4, so we're playing lower level characters. And so I'm playing a level 4. And so I am so excited about this character. I really am. So a long time ago, I unlocked the Skittermander class. If you don't know what a Skittermander is, let me bring up a picture of the Skittermanders. Oh my god, they're so adorable. Yep. There you go, guys. These are Skittermanders. Quite literally, these are Skittermanders. They are the forefront of like they are the face of Starfinder. They are the cute, adorable creatures that like everyone loves, and you know, they're all happy-go-lucky. One of the big things about Skittermanders is when the Vesk came in to take over the Skittermanders world, they were like, okay, we're gonna stand over here. It's yours. And the Vesk are like, wait, what? Yeah, because they're always designed and wanting to be helpful. That's their race, is they just want to be helpful. And so you want to take over the planet? All right, the easiest way to let you take over the planet is just let you have it. All right, it's yours. Enjoy. What? And the Vesk are warriors, and their belief structure is they will not fight anyone who doesn't want to fight. So you have the one race which is like bloody murder, death, mayhem, and you have the other one that are just like curious and happy and go lucky, and they're just like, all right, you win. Does that make you happy? So that is a Skittermander. So basically, what I made, my Skittermander that I'm playing tomorrow, is if you imagine, if you will, a Skittermander who his entire family was killed and murdered, so he decided to get vengeance.
Vengeance! I'm gonna get vengeance!
So he joins society and becomes part of the military. And over the course of the last 2 years, there's been this Scoured Storm war that's been going on. And if you played in last year's special, which I did as my Lashunta, you got a boon which says that you rescued someone during the thing. And so I basically created this Skittermander. His entire unit was murdered, and he is the last surviving. And so I just pictured this Skittermander, and I took Rico from Starship Troopers, and I merged them on top of it. And so thus, Sergeant Tovo of the Roughnecks was born. And I'm literally going to play this rough and gruff and very intimidating Skittermander. And I hope there's humans in the group, because I want to be able to look at the humans, and then so I could drop the line,
Come on, you apes! What do you want to live forever?
I really am looking forward to that. I want to do it so bad. And so one of the things I want to do, as like when my character arc is, as we come across warriors that are worthy, i.e. other players, if they are truly worthy, I'm going to offer them membership into the Roughnecks. And if they join the Roughnecks, I took 1 point from acrobatics and put it in profession, because I wanted to be able to have a profession, because I needed a kit. And so my profession is roughneck, in quotes, military, end quote. And so I bought a toolkit for my profession, which my toolkit is called the Roughneck Indoctrinator. It consists of a blowtorch and a brand. That's right. If you want to join the Roughnecks, you get branded. You're a member for life. And so I want to see if there are going to be players that will allow me to scar their flesh to become members of the Roughnecks. I think it's just this cool idea for the theme. So like my Lashunta's theme the other day was, if you heard me talk about it, was that he's a tempered pilgrim. So like he's a tempered pilgrim. He travels the stars. Sergeant Tovo, though, his theme is death touched. His life has been just surrounded by so much death and blood and mayhem. It's just, and then he was just basically almost dead himself, that death itself has touched him. And so he's, certain stuff is different about him. Like he just has a different view on life because things aren't good. So just imagine that like tiny little Skittermander character, and in one he has 6 hands. So in 2 of his hands he has this giant arc cannon. In another hand he has a riot shield, because why not? I can carry a shield. In another hand he's got a tactical rotating pistol, so like a small arm, so if he has to fire something projectile wise. And it's just it's so funny. Oh my god. I'm looking forward to this. Now what the real funny part about all of this is my Sergeant Tovo of the Roughnecks has a better chance of hitting than my Solarian, because he's built for combat. He is a combat brick. Now again, I do have Intimidate. I will attempt to intimidate the shit out of people, because it's Rico. It's Rico in Skittermander form. And so I really am looking forward to playing this guy tomorrow. I don't know how other players are going to accept him or not, but that is going to be the fun of tomorrow. I am excited. So for what he is, so if you're wondering, he is a soldier with 2 archetypes. So he is a soldier, battle leader, Starlight, which work because technically speaking, the things that battle leader the levels that battle leader replaces things does not counter the things that Starlight do it. So I applied both of them, and then I did a altered version of Skittermander. So he is assimilated to normal culture. He's curious, and he is a guardian. And so what he's designed for is what he can do is he's literally designed that I can step into someone's square, drop my AC, and give an AC boost to the person's square I'm standing in. So literally, if I have a healer or whatnot with shit armor, I can try and defend him, because that's what my character can do. Oh, and I have a melee weapon, because why not? Yeah, just imagine this Skittermander with a giant 2-handed weapon. He's got a freaking a arc cannon in one hand, a weapon in the other hand, a pistol in his other hand, and a shield, and still has another free hand so he can lob grenades. That's right, he has grenades. Nothing bad will ever come with grenades. And so that's what I am so ready. This character I'm so ready for. Now tomorrow night, let me close down Tovo, because we're not going to be playing him again until tomorrow morning. Tomorrow night is the Pathfinder version 2 interactive special. So much like Starfinder's interactive special was tonight, Pathfinder's interactive special is tomorrow night. Oh, excuse me, guys. Now he is a paladin. Pathfinder has paladin still, so he is 100% a paladin. I'm super excited to play him in version 2. I'll be interested to see how he works out. But this version of Siegfried, so the one things that stay constant is if Apsu or Bahamut exists in the campaign, then he worships that god, because he always worships the dragon god. He always has for back since version 2 of Dungeons and Dragons, Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. He always carries a two-handed weapon, if available. So, like the Solarian's weapon is technically a one-handed weapon. So that being said, it is what it is. So the what is it at the so Siegfried is a human. He's a champion. His background is raised by belief. So he was raised in the belief of Apsu. I gave him at level 2, I gave him Sorcerer Dedication and gave him Draconic Blood. So for the first time ever, Siegfried has Sorcerer Blood in him of Dragon. So not only does he worship the Dragon God, but Dragon Blood is in him. And so he's still a face. He's still there to like do his thing and do intimidations and diplomacies and stuff like that. And it should be interesting. It really is. So yeah, that's where things sit. I've taken a lot of things on this character. I don't min-max. So like for instance, Deity's Domain, I probably will never use. But I have Deity's Domain. Why? Because it allows me to summon dragons that encircle me, that then can attack if I so choose. I probably would never use it. Probably never use it. Because my Produce Flame already does that. You know, my Produce Flame does as much damage as... It either does as much damage or it does just shy of... I never wrote down the draconic damage. Oh, why don't... These should still only be level 1. Because level 2 would be... I'm glad I caught this. Because I need to be level 3 to hit level 2 in cantrips. Ooh, that was almost bad. And so, like, one of the big things is, like, so by building them with the Sorcerer's Blood, I have the spell Shield now. So, like, instead of just whiffing with the third swing like most people do, I can cast Shield and raise a shield to add 1 to my AC. I have a ranged attack, which is Produce Flame, because it just makes sense, because worshipping a gold dragon or having gold dragon blood in you just makes sense to be able to produce fire. And as I said, the Draconic Barrage is more being taken for, just like my Skittermander took 1 point in Profession Roughneck. It's the same thing, you know, where I'm just like, sure, why not, you know? 1 second. Fixing things real quick. As I find issues with the character. Okay, there we go. It is now set. So yeah, so it's just like that's the big thing is as things go on, they go on. So Draconic Barrage just basically at low levels. Draconic Barrage, here it is. So Draconic Barrage basically is every other odd level I get to summon a second dragon that surrounds me, and the damage goes up by d6. So technically speaking, the Draconic, I feel like I want this for more of a, if I need to make a statement about the blood in my, the blood that is in me or of my god or whatnot, I could summon these like little creatures that fly around, these little dragons that fly around me, to tell them like, look, you don't understand. Like, and I think it'll be such a cool thing to be able to do. We'll see. I doubt it'll ever come up. I feel like I'm gonna more likely use my focus point on the lay on hands effect than I will use it for Draconic Barrage, but that's neither here nor there. Anything else that I need? So yeah, so that's tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is the Pathfinder. So much like tonight, I'm going to talk about the special. I'm going to talk about the special, the good, the bad, how it ran tomorrow with Siegfried from Pathfinder version 2. And then we'll talk about my Skittermander in more detail, how that walked. Because, oh my god, I'm so excited. I am excited to play that. I have been wanting to build a Skittermander for a while. But, like, oh my god. Every person I've seen play a Skittermander plays the Skittermander saying, hi, how are you? Like, all helpful, hugging each other, hugging people. No, not Sergeant Tovo. Sergeant Tovo has seen too much. Sergeant Tovo has been, like, he is... There is no good left in this world, according to Sergeant Tovo. He's done. So that's where things sit. Hopefully you enjoyed this second day of Pathfinder review. I know I have. So hopefully we'll keep it up. So we're gonna go to the end credits like we always do. We're gonna thank some people. We're gonna get the hell out of Dodge. I'm probably not gonna thank anyone because I just realized I need to go to the bathroom. And so I'm just gonna let the credits roll. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the follow button, to subscribe, the bell, whether it's on Twitch or YouTube. Make sure you hit those buttons. It means the world to me. Tomorrow night, we're going to continue this once again with the Day 3 Gen Con review. Hopefully, we will have more people with good mic etiquette, and hopefully we'll have more people with decent mics and not just laptop mics where I have to hear... I wish I could make that sound. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I would like to take on the monster. Yeah, oh, hold on, it's still recording. Take on. Yeah, hold on, let's do this. I forgot I have to pause it. Oh yeah, I would like to take on the great bad guy. So I'm gonna roll an attack. I hope you understand. What did you say? Yeah, I'm gonna attack the big bad guy. So you guys, I'm gonna flank it from the side. God, can you repeat one more time? I really can't hear you. Like, hold on. I'm gonna try and get closer to the microphone. So I don't want that tomorrow. Please God, don't let me have that tomorrow. We didn't have it today. We had it on Thursday. Let's see if we can go 2 for 2 days in a row. But guys, I hope to see you guys later. And if you are new, make sure you hit the follow button. And if nothing else, I can't wait to see you here tomorrow with our Day 3 Gen Con review. Until then, guys, have a great rest of your evening. Button! Outro, please. And there it is. See you guys later. Have a great rest of your evening, guys. Button.